Madge complained about aches in her calves. Spell the word aches. Absolute majority will require more than 50% of the votes cast. Spell the word majority. Ms. Carty has promised to move forward with building a small nursery. Spell the word forward. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another exciting encounter in the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship 2023 series. We are at encounter 3 and still in round 1. This evening I have some very enthusiastic children here representing various zones in the Ministry of Education zones. So we have Zone 1 represented by the Golden Grove Primary School. We have Zone 2 represented by the Potters Primary School. We have Zone 3 represented by the Freemansville Primary School, and Zone 4 represented by the T.N. Kernan Primary School. So let me introduce the teams. We have the Golden Grove Primary School. Captain Nyla Morgan is leading her team.
Good evening.
Taj Brown.
Good evening.
And Christopher Cruz.
Good evening.
And that's the main team coming out of the Golden Grove Primary School. Let's meet the standby team. We have Vanique Mark and Zamir Carr.
Good evening.
Put your hands together for the Golden Grove Primary School. From the Potters Primary School, we have Captain Adriel Lewis.
Good evening.
Eli Trotman.
Good evening.
And Alicia Benjamin.
Good evening.
And they are the main team, sorry. Let's meet the standby team. We have Samara Allen.
Good evening.
Ramik Maskal.
Good evening.
And Joshua Arjun. Put your hands together for the Potters Primary School. We have the Freemansville Primary School representing Zone 3. Captain Jair Baptist.
Good evening.
Nisha Joseph.
Good evening.
Tariq Payne.
Good evening.
And that's the main team. The standby team, we have Jazira Lechem, Jalir James, and Natasha Benjamin. Put your hands together for the Freemansville Primary School. The T.N. Kernan Primary School is representing Zone 4. And we begin with Captain J. Dean Brown.
And
Nicholas Charles.
good evening.
Coy Azil Henry.
Good evening.
And that's the main team coming out of the T.N. Kernan Primary School. The standby team, only 2 young ladies here. We have Shania Jackson and Julia Lewis. Please put your hands together for the T.N. Kernan Primary School. Now let us take the time out to meet our judges. We have our head judge this evening, and she is Miss Clydella Marsh. Put your hands together for Judge Clydella Marsh, yes. And she's been assisted by Miss Karen Brown Francis, who is assisting her as a judge. But please note that Mrs. Karen Brown Francis is also the education officer in the Ministry of Education responsible for library services, schools, library services. Put your hands together for Mrs. Brown Francis. And we have our lone timekeeper. We have Aisha Lynch. Please put your hands together for Aisha Lynch. Now we're going to pause for a brief word from our sponsors, the State Insurance Company Limited. Live in a better state of mind.
This very moment, we believe in you as you believe in yourself, in your desire to secure a future there when you're needed most. Because confidence comes from understanding you're always in safe hands, and the security of knowing these are the moments for every achievement, every step of the way. Live in a better state of mind. with State Insurance Company Limited.
Welcome back, everyone. And this is, just a reminder, the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship Series 2023. And we are still in round one, but this is encounter 3. We've met our teams, we've met our judges, and our teams are excited and ready to go. Let me hear from you teams. Are you ready to go?
Yes, miss.
That doesn't sound like you're ready. You're going to do it again. Teams, are you ready?
Yes, miss.
Yes, the teams are ready. I'm ready, judges. You're ready, and our timekeeper is also ready. So we're going to begin with segment 1, Everyday Words. And I'll begin with the Golden Grove Primary School representing Zone 1. And we begin with our captain, Nyla Morgan. Our last conference was held at the Sir John E. St. Louis Finance and Convention Center. Spell the word conference.
CONFERENCE.
Taj Brown, you're spelling next. The youngster will be given a second chance, the judge declared. Spell the word youngster.
YOUNGSTER.
Correct for 5 points. Christopher, you're next. 50 persons were nominated to run in the recent elections. Spell the word nominated.
NOMINETED.
I'm so sorry about that, Christopher. So that is incorrectly spelled. And nominated is spelled NOMINATED, nominated. But please put your hands together for the Golden Grove Primary School. That was a good effort there. Potters Primary School. And Captain Adriel Lewis is getting ready to spell. Ready, Adriel? The concert was a combination of drama, dance, and music. Spell the word combination.
Combination. COMBINATION.
That's correct for 5 points. Eli, that's Eli Trotman. His index finger measures 3 inches. Spell the word measures.
Measures. MEASURES.
Correct for another 5 points. And we have Alicia Benjamin is next. After the lawsuit, the manager put up 2 of the company's properties for sale. Spell the word properties.
Pardon?
Properties.
Properties. PROPATIES.
And that is incorrectly spelled, my dear Alicia. It is property, so it's PROPERTIES. Okay, please put your hands together for the Potters Primary School. And that was another good effort coming out of the Potters Primary School. Freemansville Primary School is next. And Jair Baptist is at the front. He's the captain of the team. And he's going to go first. An absolute majority will require more than 50% of the votes cast. Spell the word majority.
Majority. MAJORITY.
Very good, Jair. That's 5 points, correct? And we have Nisha Joseph. The preacher said that God is faithful and loving. Spell the word faithful.
Faithful. FAITHFUL.
That's correct for another 5 points. And finally, we have Tariq Payne. The process of taking one number away from another is referred to as subtraction. Spell the word subtraction.
Subtraction. SUBTRACTION.
And we have a perfect round coming out of the Freemansville Primary School. Put your hands together, please, for the Freemansville Primary School. And finally, in this round, we have the T.N. Kernan Primary School, and we have Captain Jadina Brown. Jadina, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Her coach will be traveling with her once more. Spell the word traveling.
Travelling.
Correct for 5 points. Nicholas Charles. Did the moderator announce the winners on our team? Spell the word announce.
ANOUNCE.
And that is incorrect. He missed out a particular letter. Audience, can you assist him? What letter did you hear missing? N. The N is missing. So let's spell it. It's ANNOUNCE. And I see that Coy Azil Henry has taken the spot to spell next. Coy, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
The injured athlete was kept horizontal until the ambulance arrived. Spell the word horizontal.
HORIZONTAL.
And that is correct for 5 points. And we've come to the end of the first segment, Everyday Words. And we're going to pause for a brief word from our sponsors, the State Insurance Company Limited. Live in a better state of mind.
My name is Kalicia Latoya Edwards. I am 35 years old. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I joined the group insurance when I joined ACB Caribbean. So having that insurance is very beneficial to my child. If I die, my daughter will have something. My mother's not working. My siblings have their responsibilities. When you give your customer the utmost attention, making sure your customer is satisfied, and not just selling them a product, but delivering the product. And I think State Insurance definitely does that. It provides me with great medical service. I'm able to go in with a card, pay 20%. It allows me to take that funds that I would originally have to pay full for and put it somewhere else. So that's amazing. It gives me security and comfort to know that I don't always have to pay 100%.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship 2023 series. If you're just joining us, we have just completed segment 1, Everyday Words. And I'm sure our teams are waiting patiently to hear the scores. So I'll begin. Golden Grove Primary School representing Zone 1, you have 10 points. Potters Primary School representing Zone 2, 10 points. Freemansville Primary School had a perfect round, so the score is 15 points. And the Freemansville Primary School is representing Zone 3. Zone 4, the T.N. Kernan Primary School, 10 points. We'll now move into segment 2, Demon Words. And teams, you've done a good job in the previous segment, so keep it up, keep up the good work. And remember, the scores are very close, so be on your A game. And we begin, as usual, with the Golden Grove Primary School. Begin with the captain, Nyla Morgan. Ready, Nyla?
Yes.
Many children still practice good hygiene after the pandemic. Spell the word hygiene.
Hygiene. HYGIENE.
Correct for 5 points. Taj Brown is next. Some persons said that more public education about the election process was needed. Spell the word public.
Public. PUBLIC.
Correct for another 5 points. Christopher Cruz. After the hike, Madge complained about aches in her calves. Spell the word aches.
X. A. K.
ESS.
And I'm so sorry that word is spelled incorrectly. So that K sound there is CH. So the CH sometimes makes that K sound. Okay, so we spell aches, it's ACHES, aches. Okay, so we got two, and I think Christopher dropped one there, missed one there, but we're going to move right on to our next team. That's the Potters Primary School, and we begin with our captain, Adriel Lewis. My neighbor stated that Mr. Benny is a brilliant lawyer. Spell the word lawyer.
Lawyer. Lawyer. Lawyer.
That's correct for 5 points. Eli, that's Eli Trotman. My new diet consists mainly of fish and fresh raw vegetables. Spell the word diet.
Diet. D-I-E-T. Diet.
Correct for 5 points. Alicia Benjamin. The police commissioner said that peace and order were maintained during the elections. Spell the word peace.
Peace. P-E-A-C-E.
And a perfect round coming out of the Potters Primary School. Freemansville Primary School. Captain Jer, you ready? And that's Jer Baptist, that's the captain. You should always avoid trouble. Spell the word trouble.
Trouble. T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
That's correct for 5 points. Nisha Joseph. The judge fined the two drug dealers $200,000 each. Spell the word find.
Find. F-I-N-D.
That is incorrect. She missed out a letter, a little letter, very little letter there. The letter E. So it is F-I-N-E-D. Okay, so let's move on now to Tyreek Payne. Jonah sat quietly while his sister spoke on the phone. Spell the word quietly.
Q-U-I-E-T-L-E. Y.
I'm not sure I heard what happened there. I'm so sorry, that was incorrectly spelled. So it's Q-U-I-E-T-L-Y, and I know you can spell that word, but sometimes we have to be careful not to rush right in there and take our time, okay? So let's put our hands together for the Freemansville Primary School, and that was a good effort, yes? Zone 4, T.N. Kernan Primary School, and we have our captain, J.D. Brown. Ms. Carty has promised to move forward with building a small nursery. Spell the word forward.
F-O-R-W-A-R-D.
And that's correct for 5 points. Jadine. Nicholas, you're next. A mock election is an educational event to teach young people to vote. Spell the word mock.
M-O-C-K.
That's correct for 5 points. And Coy is next. That's Coy Azil Henry. Did the students answer the last question correctly? Spell the word answer.
A-N-S-W-E-R.
And that's correct for another 5 points coming out of the T.N. Kernan Primary School. And we've come to the end of segment 2, Demon Words. Let's just pause for a brief word from our sponsors, the State Insurance Company Limited. Live in a better state of mind.
Great customer service, in my view, can be defined as an exchange of information that is received well on both ends. Recently, I actually just had another baby, and at that point, I must say State Insurance has been very reliable. My name is Ellis Richards. I am a fitness trainer / training camp owner. My mom and her significant other encouraged me greatly to join the family plan because I would have needed something to target any health concerns that would arise in the future. Life insurance is something that we can never foresee, and if everyone is covered, it will actually reduce your liability of expenditure. Financial obligations should arise when medical expenses come about. We don't know what eventuality is going to come to us. It's going to meet all of us at some point. I believe that if I should sustain an injury doing skydiving, state insurance would have my interest at heart. and take care of me as things go on.
Welcome back to the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship 2023 series. And if you're just joining us, we just ended segment 2, demon words. And we had some little challenges there with some demon words, but I'm going to share with you the scores. The Golden Grove Primary School has 20 points. Potters Primary School, 25 points. The Freemansville Primary School, 20 points. And the T.N. Kernan Primary School, 25 points. Okay, so teams are going to calm down, but they're going to get ready for segment 3, which is spelling rules. And we're ready. So we begin once more with the Golden Grove Primary School, and we begin with Captain Nyla Morgan. He said that the chemical will kill the roach. Spell the plural of roach.
ROACHES.
That's correct for 5 points. Taj, you're next. He ordered a large wooden chair. Spell the plural of chair.
CHAIRES.
That is incorrect. The first prize is a Nissan Jeep. Spell the plural of the word prize.
PRIZES.
That is correct for 5 points. Potters Primary School, you're next. And we begin with Captain Adriel Lewis. What is the buzz all about? Spell the plural of buzz.
Buzzes. BUZZES. Buzzes.
Correct for 5 points. Eli, the new virus has infected a small number of persons. Spell the plural of virus.
Viruses. VIRUSES.
That's correct for another 5 points. Alicia, the beast turned into a handsome prince. Spell the plural of prince.
Princess. Princes. PRINCES.
That's correct for another 5 points. And we have a perfect round coming out of the Potters Primary School. Freemansville, you ready? We begin with Captain J.R. Baptist. Put your snack on the paper plate. Spell the plural of snack.
Snacks. SNACKS. Snacks.
That's correct for 5 points. Nisha Joseph. Jesus died on a cross. Spell the plural of cross.
Crosses. CROSSES.
That's correct for another 5 points. And Tariq. There were 6 messages in the inbox. Spell the plural of inbox.
Inboxes. INBOXES.
That's correct for another 5 points. And we have a perfect round coming out of the Freemansville Primary School. T.N. Kernan Primary School. We begin with Captain Jadina Brown. Britain's new monarch is King Charles III. Spell the plural of monarch.
Monarchs. MONARCHS.
And that's correct for 5 points. Nicholas? The bristle on this brush are sturdy. Spell the plural of brush.
Brushes. BRUSHES.
That's correct for 5 points again. And Koi Azil? A big clock was on the wall. Spell the plural of clock.
Clocks. CLOCKS.
And that's correct for another 5 points. And we also have a perfect round coming out of the T.N. Kernan Primary School. So we've just ended spelling rules. We're going to just break for a brief word from our sponsors, the State Insurance Company Limited. Live in a better state of mind.
My name is Dr. Courtney Lewis. I am the Medical Director and CEO of the Dr. C. Lewis Medical and Associates Medical Clinic. You can never tell what's going to happen in life. The people that are clients of state insurance, they have such a firm trust in the company. When you hear them speak about the service and how well taken care of they felt, it motivates you to want to be a part of that as well. That was the first thing that really drew me to state insurance, connecting with the client, connecting with the person that you're trying to serve. And I actually ended up having an accident. The same day the representative came out, checked up on me, made sure I was fine, made sure I got the full medical service that I could possibly get, from just giving coverage on health or life to now homeowners, vehicular, personal investments, diversifications of your portfolio. They go above and beyond to make you feel as though no matter what happens to you in the future, you're covered and they got your back. And no matter how difficult it gets, they'll be there with you.
Welcome back to the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship 2023 series. And we've just completed the spelling rules segment. Before I give you the scores, let's just take a look at some of the rules that we were exposed to in this particular segment. Now, we know that most regular nouns form their plurals by adding S, correct? So chair becomes, and desk becomes, and prince becomes, and snack becomes, correct? However, regular nouns that end in a hissing sound, and these would end with S, then we have SS or double S as we say, then we have the SH, and we have X, and the other one Z, yes? Along with words that end in the soft CH sound, these form their plural by adding ES, So we have some examples here. Virus becomes, brush becomes, inbox, roach. Good. Please note that CH in the word monarch and stomach is not soft. It has a what sound? And that's the K sound, yes? So the plural is formed by simply adding S. By simply adding S. So monarch would have been changed to monarchs, okay? And we just add that S. Okay, so we got it right? So all the little confusion would be sorted out now. Okay, so I'm going to now share the scores with you. At the end of segment 3, spelling rules, the Golden Grove Primary School is at 30 points. Potters Primary School, 40 points. The Freemansville Primary School, 35 points. And finally, the T.N. Kernan Primary School, 40 points. And at that point, we are preparing for the spelling challenge round. And this we call this the speed round. And I'm sure our teams are excited. And no, somebody said no. Our teams are excited and they're ready. Okay, so we're going to begin as usual with the Golden Grove Primary School. So we're going to have the Potters Primary School, the Freemansville Primary School, and the T.N. Kernan Primary School. They're going to leave us briefly, and then they will return at the appointed time. So please say goodbye to those teams. We'll see you in a few minutes. So we begin the challenge round, and we have Captain Nyla Morgan of the Golden Grove Primary School spelling for her team. Nyla, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, I'm going to remind you of the rules, though. You have 60 seconds or 1 minute to spell as many words as you possibly can. You are able to say pass. Once you say pass, I'll give you another word. So you're required to just spell. Don't repeat the words. You just spell as the words come. Okay?
Yes.
Try to make sure you project your voice so that the judges can hear you clearly. Okay? Your teammates are allowed to assist you, but we are listening for your voice only.
Okay.
Okay? Timekeeper, when you're ready, I'm ready. Judges, when you're ready, I'm ready. Jam.
GAM.
Cone.
Pass.
Dash.
DSH.
Term.
TRM.
Blink.
BLINK. BLINK.
Votes.
VOTES.
Stats.
Pass.
Found.
FOUND.
First.
FIRST.
Marked.
MARKED.
Joint.
JOINT.
Stop.
STOP.
Able.
ABLE.
7.
SEVEN.
Honey.
HONEY.
Never.
NEVER.
Bottom.
BOTTOM.
Double.
DOUBLE.
Result.
Pass.
Sister.
SISTER.
Fusion.
Pass.
Lowest.
LOWEST.
Divide.
Pass.
100.
Pass.
Sickness.
SICKNESS.
Arrange.
Pass.
Preaching.
Pass.
Regular.
REGULAR.
Serious.
Pass.
Classify.
CLASSIFY.
That's correct, yeah. Okay. All right. So please put your hands together for the Golden Grove Primary School, and that was a good effort in the speed challenge round. Welcome back, Potters Primary School, and Captain Adriel Lewis is spelling for his team. Adriel, let me remind you of the rules. You have 60 seconds or 1 minute to spell as many words as you possibly can. Remember, you're not required to repeat the words, but you can say pass, and I'll give you another word. Okay, so remember, it's a challenge round, it's a speed round. We are listening for your voice, but your teammates are allowed to give you assistance. Okay, project your voice and ensure the judges can hear you. Are we ready?
Yes.
Timekeeper and judges, we're ready. Jam.
JM.
Cone.
CONE.
Dash.
DSH.
Term.
TURN.
Blink.
BLINK.
Votes.
FOTES.
Stat.
START.
Found.
FOUND.
First.
FIRST.
Marked.
MARK.
Joint.
JOINT.
Stop.
STOP.
Able.
ABLE.
7.
SEVEN.
Honey.
HONEY.
Never.
NEVER.
Bottom.
BOTTOM.
Double.
DOUBLE.
Result.
REZO. Pass.
Sister.
SISTER.
Fusion.
FUSION.
Lowest.
LOWEST.
Divide.
DIVID.
100.
HUNDRED.
Sickness.
SICKNES.
Arrange.
ARANGE.
Preaching.
Pass.
Regular.
REGULAR.
Serious.
SERIOS.
Classify.
CLASSFIED.
Okay, put your hands together for the Potters Primary School. And that was a good job by Adriel. And we're welcoming back the Freemansville Primary School, and Captain Jer Baptist is positioned to spell for his team. Jer, you ready?
Yes, miss.
Okay, I'm going to remind you of the rules. Please remember, you have 1 minute or 60 seconds to spell as many words as you possibly can. You're not allowed to repeat the words. You just spell as the words come. You're allowed to say pass. Once you do, I'll give you another word. Okay, please project your voice so that the judges can hear you. Your teammates are allowed to assist you, but we are listening for your voice only. Okay? Are we ready, Jer?
Yes, miss.
Jam.
JM.
Cone.
CONE.
Dash.
ASH.
Term.
TRM.
Blink.
BLINK.
Votes.
VOTES.
Stat.
START.
Found.
FOUND.
First.
FIRST.
Marked.
MARKED.
Joint.
JOINT.
Stop.
STOP.
Able.
ABLE.
7.
SEVEN.
Honey.
HONEY.
Never.
NEVER.
Bottom.
BOTTOM.
Double.
DOUBLE.
Result.
Pass.
Sister.
SISTER.
Fusion.
FUSION.
Lowest.
LOWEST.
Divide.
DIVID.
100.
HUNDRED.
Sickness.
SICKNESS.
Arrange.
ARRANG.
Preaching.
PREACHING.
Regular.
REGULAR.
Serious.
SERIOUS.
Classify.
CLASSIFY.
Put your hands together for the Freemansville Primary School, and that was a rather excellent effort coming out of the Freemansville Primary School. And we say welcome back to the T.N. Kernan Primary School, and we have Nicholas Charles. He's positioned to spell for his team. Nicholas, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let me remind you of the rules. Remember, you have 60 seconds or 1 minute to spell as many words as you possibly can. You're allowed to say pass, and I'll give you another word. You don't need to repeat the words, you just spell as the words come. So remember to project your voice so that the judges can hear you. All right? Remember, your teammates can assist, but we're listening for your voice only. Okay? Ready? Are you ready, Nicholas? Yes. Okay, good. Jam.
JAM.
Cone.
CONE.
Dash.
DASH.
Term.
TRM.
Blink.
BLINK.
Votes.
VOTE.
Stat.
START.
Found.
FOUND.
First.
FIRST.
Marked.
Pass.
Joint.
JOINT.
Stop.
STOP.
Able.
ABLE.
7.
SEVEN.
Honey.
HONEY.
Never.
NEVER.
Bottom.
BOTTOM.
Double.
DOUBLE.
Result.
RESULT.
Sister.
SISTER.
Fusion.
FUSION.
Lowest.
LOWEST.
Divide.
DIVIDE.
100.
HUNDRVD.
Sickness.
SICKNESS.
Arrange.
ARANGE.
Preaching.
PREACHING.
Regular.
REGULAR.
Serious.
SERIOUS.
Classify.
CLASSIFY.
Triangle.
TRIANGLE.
Okay, that was an excellent effort coming out of the T.N. Kernan Primary School. We will be right back with the scores after a few words from our sponsors, the State Insurance Company Limited. Live in a better state of mind.
My name is Divya Joseph. I'm a fitness model. I work at Customs. The payments outside, when you actually go to the doctor office, so it's kind of high, honestly. So without being covered by state insurance, I've been here for 7 years. I ain't seen no way better than this. They actually sustain the criteria that they actually put up to you within the policies. So by them telling you that we have this covered for you and that covered for you, they actually sustain it throughout every single thing that they actually do, whether it's life, medical, or even car insurance, which I'm actually covered by, all three. They have me covered. State insurance family, I feel they're part of my life also. So one time, I actually wanted to actually work here, just because of how they actually treat me. Have a seat, you want coffee, you want this. I'll be like, wow, this place is different. From the security outside, all friendly people. You can't go wrong.
Welcome back to the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship 2023 series. And we've just ended the challenge round or the speed round. And we are ready with the scores. Are we ready for the scores? Yes? Yes? So let us start with the Golden Grove Primary School first. We had Captain Nyler spelling 19 out of 30 words. And she accumulated an additional 38 points for her team. And the final score is 68 points. Potters Primary School, Captain Adriel spelled 22 out of his 30 words, and he was able to accumulate 44 additional points for his team, leaving his team at 84 points. The Freemansville Primary School, Captain Jair Baptiste, he spelled 28 out of his 30 words, and he got an additional 56 points for his team, and his team now stands at 91 points. The T.N. Kernan Primary School, and the speller would have been Nicholas Charles. Nicholas spelled 28 out of his 31 words, and he acquired an additional 56 points for his team, and they stand at the final score of 96 points.
Good job.
Now we note that we have two schools with the highest points, highest scores. And these two schools will be advancing to round 2. They are the Freemansville Primary School with 91 points and the T.N. Kernan Primary School with 96 points. Put your hands together for both schools. And I think that all the schools did a marvelous job here today. So please, we're going to put our hands together for all the schools. Golden Grove Primary School, Potters Primary School, Freemansville Primary School, and T.N. Kernan Primary School. Okay, so at this point in time, we're really just saying goodbye to the Golden Grove Primary School and the Potters Primary School. I think you did a very good job. Okay, so we're just saying goodbye at this point in time. Yeah. And I need to give the best spellers for this encounter. So our best speller coming out of the Golden Grove Primary School is Nyla Morgan, Captain Nyla Morgan. Best spellers coming out of the Potters Primary School, we have Adriel Lewis and Eli Trotman. Best speller from the Freemansville Primary School, we have Jer Baptiste. And we have two best spellers coming out of the T.N. Kernan Primary School. We have J. Dina Brown and Coy Azil Henry. So these are our best spellers. Put your hands together once more for them and congratulate them. They have done a marvelous job today. Okay, at this point in time, we're going to give various members from each team a chance to give some congratulatory remarks on behalf of their team. We begin with the Golden Grove Primary School, and we begin with Nyla Morgan, who is the captain of the Golden Grove Primary School.
Firstly, I would like to thank the Almighty Lord for bringing us here today. I would like to thank the parents of my team members for helping us with the studying, making sure we study. And I would like to congratulate the awardee opponents for coming this far.
Thank you very much for that, Ms. Morgan. Nyla Morgan, well said. And we have Eli Trotman, and he's going to be speaking on behalf of his team, Potters Primary School.
Firstly, I would like to thank God for bringing us here, giving us the strength to spell these words. And I would like to congratulate T.N. Colonel for winning and the other schools who were competing against us. And have a blessed day.
Thank you very much for that. Eli Trotman coming out of the Potters Primary School. Freemansville Primary School, we have Jer Baptiste. He's the captain, and he's going to be speaking on behalf of his team.
First and foremost, I would like to thank God for bringing us here safely today. And I would like to thank this setup because I had some really good opposition and it was really fun. And I would like to thank my teacher, Miss Thomas and Miss De Silva, for helping us train, and the boss man for bringing us here today.
Very good job, Jer. Very well spoken, yes. And finally, from the T.N. Kernan Primary School, we have Captain J. Dina Brown.
Good afternoon again. I would like to first thank God for bringing us here today, as if without him we wouldn't have been here. And to the other schools, even though y'all lost, just being at the nationals, okay, well, y'all didn't make it to the next round, sorry. Just being at the national shows how good you guys are. And congratulations to Freeman's Village. I'd like to thank my teachers, Miss Moses and Miss Bowen, for helping us practice and pushing us even when we're acting very lazy. I'm going to admit that. And my team members, y'all did really well, and I feel so proud. Thank you.
Thank you very much, J. Dina Brown, coming out of the T.N. Kernan Primary School. So I just want to say that the teams did a marvelous job overall. Remember, at the National Spellbound series, We don't have losers. We have some persons going on to the next round and some persons just not getting there at this point in time. But everyone did a marvelous job today, so please give yourselves a big round of applause. Yes. At this point in time, we've come to the end of Encounter 3 of Round 1 in the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship 2023 series. I want to bid you farewell, and I would like to say to you, please join us here again next week, same time, for another exciting encounter in the National Spellbound series. That is the State Insurance Company Limited National Spellbound Championship 2023 series. Good evening, everyone.
I have been with State Insurance since, I believe, 2006. Life and medical insurance for me are not just important, but essential. Had it not been for the fact that I had medical insurance with State, I am not certain if I would have been able to get the treatment that I required. I have had persons dealing with my situations who are very responsive and persons who actually care. They're going to break things down for you and explain everything for you, because we know with insurance there's a lot of fine print. Great customer service to me speaks to empathy. It speaks to someone who is going to understand my needs and go all out. And so as an Antiguan, I feel very proud to know that a company like State Insurance exists for an Antiguan like myself.